Welcome to Carry On, our weekly roundup of aviation and business travel news with Nevil Gibson. The FIFA World Cup in Qatar is coming up, Nevil. What are the plans for those arriving by air?
Well, Qatar Airways have put out quite a detailed announcement on lots to do with getting there, where to stay and the attractions. But the key thing is that Qatar is not a very big place and Doha's got limited accommodation compared with, say, Dubai. But they're expecting about 1.7 million visitors, and that's about 100,000 passengers a day. They're opening up one of the Doha International Airport, which was the old airport. Hamad, of course, International was the top airport in the world. So it's going to be a pretty busy period from November 20 through to the middle of December.
What else is there to do in Qatar apart from go to the football, of course?
Well, they actually go on, following Dubai, of course, they've got everything from beach resorts. There's about 6 stadiums. It's all within a fairly small space, so it's going to be one of the few World Cups where you can probably see all the games, other than those being played at the same time. There's also other events, a theme park. There's going to be cultural attractions, that kind of thing.
Dubai is also going to benefit? How so?
Well, working on the numbers, quite a few in the aviation industry have worked out that with the accommodation, you're not going to be able to stay anywhere in Doha in a hotel unless you've got tickets to the games. So for a lot of people, they'll have to stay in Dubai, and there's going to be 54 flights a day between Dubai and Doha, not a long trip, and from both the main airports and also the subsidiary airports, which in the case of Dubai is Al Maktoum International, and these will be basically charter flights and that sort of thing.
No doubt a few super jets and the like.
And an analysis of the visitors shows that over a third will come from Europe and another third will come from around the Gulf states. So there's not going to be, and some predictions are that Qatar Airways will start cutting out capacity to longer flights through to Asia and to Europe in order to get the number of aircraft they need to bring the visitors in.
Moving on, AirAsia X is stepping up its recovery plans?
Yeah, it's focusing on medium-haul routes around Asia. They launched another from both Kuala Lumpur and Bangkok because there's 2 separate airlines involved here. They were going to beef up the ones out of Kuala Lumpur to 44 a week with 10 new routes and about half that from Bangkok, so that's quite a move. But it also means that the long-haul flights that AirAsia X has been talking about through to, say, Europe are still on ice.
What about Hong Kong's recovery, taking a bit longer than expected?
Yeah, there's some pretty bad news about that. One of their senior airport officials was speaking at a conference in Las Vegas in the past week, and she said that they wouldn't expect to be back to normal until 2025. So that's quite a long way ahead. Of course, they've still got quite strict quarantine arrangements, although they've freed up some of it, but you're still going to have to, when you arrive there, no matter what, you still can't go to restaurants and that sort of thing. You've got to stay in a hotel for a minimum number of days. So it's really not quite on the visitors map yet.
Finally, British Airlines has lodged a big order with Airbus.
Yeah, this is Jet2Com. That'll be well known to people who travel around Europe on cheap flights. It's the third largest airline in Britain after British Airways and Ryanair. But they've ordered 35. This is on top of an order they've already got, 35 of the A320s. That'll take them up to nearly 100, be about 98 in the total fleet when they complete the order.
Nevil, thanks very much for your time.
Pleasure.